Hello everyone. In this video, we will learn about properties of equal ratios. So let us start. Properties of equal ratios. So when two ratios are equal, we have some properties. So we will see one by one. Here we have 5 properties, okay? A, B, C, D are positive integers. If A upon B is equal to C upon D, then so here there are two ratios, that is A upon B and C upon D, and both the ratios are equal. A upon B is equal to C upon D. So if this condition is satisfied, then we will have some 5 properties. Okay. The first property is invertendo. If A upon B is equal to C upon D, then in invertendo B upon A will be equal to D upon C. Okay. See, from the name itself you can see invertendo. Invertendo means inverse. Invertendo, inverse. Okay. So inverse. So if two ratios are equal, then the inverse of both the ratio will also be equal. Okay. The inverse of a fraction is its reciprocal, right? So inverse of A upon B is B upon A equal to inverse of C upon D is D upon C. Okay, so that is invertendo. Now the second property is alternando. Okay, if A upon B is equal to C upon D, then A upon C is equal to B upon D. Here alter means change. Okay, so alternando means we are changing this term. Here C is here, that will become in the denominator of the first ratio, and here B is there, no, that will go in place of C. In alternando, we interchange the positions of B and C. Now the next third property is componendo. If A upon B is equal to C upon D, then componendo means A plus B upon B is equal to C plus D upon D. So in this componendo, in both the sides we are adding the denominator to the numerator. Okay, here denominator is what? First ratio B. So we have added that denominator to the numerator, and denominator will keep it as it is. Okay, and here C upon D, here the denominator is D, so we added that D to the numerator and upon denominator. Okay, so in componendo you will add the denominator to the numerator. Okay, the fourth property is dividendo. If A upon B is equal to C upon D, then dividendo means A minus B upon B is equal to C minus D upon D. So here what we are doing, we are subtracting the denominator from the numerator. Remember, in componendo we will add the denominator to the numerator, and in dividendo we will subtract the denominator from the numerator. Now the fifth property, componendo dividendo. From the name itself you can see it is the mixture of both this property, componendo and dividendo. Together we have this property componendo dividendo. So if A upon B is equal to C upon D, then componendo dividendo means A plus B upon A minus B is equal to C plus D upon C minus D. So in the numerator what we will do? We will add both the terms of this ratio, and in the denominator we will subtract componendo and dividendo. Together we apply in this property componendo dividendo. Okay. So these are the 5 properties of equal ratios. If two ratios are equal, then we can apply all these 5 properties. Okay. These properties are very useful for solving examples. Okay. So generally in exam it is not asked to prove these properties. These properties will be useful for examples, but I will explain you how these properties can be proved one by one. Okay, so let's see that. First property is invertendo. Now we will prove the first property, that is invertendo. From the name itself you can see invertendo means inverse. Invertendo, inverse. Okay, so if A upon B is equal to C upon D, then B upon A is equal to D upon C. So this means if two ratios are equal, then the inverse of both the ratio will also be equal. Okay. Here inverse of A upon B is what? B upon A. And inverse of C upon D is D upon C. So if two ratios are equal, then their inverse will also be equal. We will prove this, how it will come. See. First what is given? This is given, right? If this A upon B is equal to C upon D, this is given. See, from given we have to get this answer. Okay. Now A upon B is equal to C upon D is given. Therefore, we will cross multiply. Okay. See here, two ratios are equal, so we can cross multiply. That is AD equal to BC. Okay. So therefore, A into D is equal to B into C. See, we want this ratio in the answer. Okay. So here B upon C. B is there in the left hand side. Okay. But here in the left hand side there is no B term. Here B is there. Okay. In the right hand side B is there. Here equal to is there. So we can interchange, right? So here in this equation we will interchange both the sides. Okay. The right hand side we will bring it to the left hand side, and the left hand side we will go to the right hand side. Why? Because we want B in the left hand side in the answer. So therefore B into C equal to A into D. Okay. We have just interchanged the terms. Now here in the left hand side we got B. Okay. Now see what we want here. B upon A we want. Okay. But here see, B into C is there. So this C we don't want, right? C should not be there, and in the denominator A should be there. So A should be there in the denominator and C should not be there. So what we will do, we will divide both these sides by A into C. Okay. So that this C will get cancelled and in the denominator we will have A. Okay. So dividing both sides by A into C. Okay, these both sides we have to divide by A into C. B into C upon A into C. Okay, equal to A into D upon A into C. So we have divided both sides by A into C. Now see, we can cancel C from this side. Okay, this C and this C we can cancel, and here A you can cancel. Okay, from numerator and denominator. This A and this A you can cancel. Okay, so here multiplication sign is there, so you can just cancel it. Okay, from numerator and denominator. So what will remain? Therefore, in the left hand side what is remaining? B upon A. B upon A is equal to, in the right hand side we have D upon C. D upon C. Okay, see, we got this. B upon A is equal to D upon C. We got this answer. Okay, so this is how we will prove this. Okay, so we have proved the invertendo property. Next property is alternando. Now the next property we will prove alternando. Now we will prove this property. If A upon B is equal to C upon D, then A upon C is equal to B upon D. So alternando, from the name itself you can see alter means change. Okay. So we will interchange the position of B and C. So in place of B we will write C. Okay. So A upon C, and in place of C we will write B. Okay. B upon D. So we will prove this property. We will start from the given. This is given and this we have to prove. Okay. So A upon B is equal to C upon D. This is given, right? So from this what we will do, we can cross multiply, right? Two ratios are equal, so we can cross multiply. That is, so here both the ratios are equal, so we have cross multiplied. Therefore AD is equal to BC. We want in the answer A upon C. Okay, A should be there and in the denominator we should have C. Okay, and this D term should not be there. So this D term should get cancelled. The D term should be cancelled. So here what we will do, we will divide both the sides by C into D. Why? Because in the denominator we should have C and this D term should get cancelled. So we are dividing both sides by C into D. Dividing both sides by C into D. So what we will have? Therefore A into D upon C into D, which is equal to B into C upon C into D. Now see here multiplication sign is there. So we can cancel the common terms which is there in the numerator and the denominator. Okay. See here D is common in numerator and denominator. So it can get cancelled into D. And here C is common in numerator and denominator. So we can cancel it. This C and this C will get cancelled. Now what will remain? Therefore, in the left hand side, A upon C equal to, in the right hand side we have B upon D. B upon D. So A upon C equal to B upon D. We got this answer. Okay. So this is the final answer, and this is how you will prove the alternando property. Next property is componendo. Next property is componendo. That is, if A upon B is equal to C upon D, then A plus B upon B equal to C plus D upon D. So here in this property we will add the denominator to the numerator, and the denominator we will keep it as it is. Okay. So only the numerator will change, the denominator will remain as it is. So we will prove this. So here what is given? A upon B is equal to C upon D. Here we have written what is given, that is A upon B is equal to C upon D. Now we have to prove this. Okay. So what we will do? We will add 1 to both the sides of the equation. Okay. Adding 1 to both sides of this equation. Okay. So therefore A upon B plus 1 equal to C upon D plus 1. Okay. Now we will add this. Okay. See, one side it is fraction. Now we have already seen how to add fractions. So we will add this by cross multiplication. Okay. We have already seen how to add fractions previously. I will give the link in the description and the I button. You can check it out. Therefore, A plus B into 1 will be B. So A plus B upon B, the whole upon B. So equal to C. 1 into D will be D. So plus D, the whole upon D. Okay. Now see, we got the answer. This only we have to prove, right? So this is the final answer. So this is how you will prove the componendo property. Next property is dividendo. The next property is dividendo. If A upon B is equal to C upon D, then A minus B upon B is equal to C minus D upon D. Here we will subtract the denominator from the numerator, okay, on both the sides. And the denominator we will keep it as it is. Okay. Now how you will prove? We will see this. So A upon B is equal to C upon D, that is given. Now we have to prove this. Okay. Subtract 1 from both the sides. Subtracting 1 from both the sides. So what we will get? Therefore, A upon B minus 1 will be equal to C upon D minus 1. We will subtract this by using cross multiplication, which we have already learned in subtraction of fractions. Okay, so we will subtract this by using cross multiplication. Therefore, A minus B into 1 will be B upon B, which is equal to C minus D into 1 will be D, the whole upon D. A minus B upon B is equal to C minus D upon D. So this is what we have to prove here. We got this answer. So this is the final answer. This is how we will prove dividendo property. Next property is componendo dividendo. The next property is componendo dividendo. If A upon B is equal to C upon D, then A plus B upon A minus B is equal to C plus D upon C minus D. So in the numerator we will add both the terms and we will write it in the numerator, and in the denominator we will subtract denominator from the numerator and we will write it in the denominator. Okay. And we have to remember that here A should not be equal to B and C should not be equal to D, because see, if A and B are equal, then the denominator will become 0, and if C and D will be equal, then the denominator will be 0, and we cannot divide anything by 0. You know this, right? So for this property, A should not be equal to B and C should not be equal to D. Now we will prove this property. So first what we have given here, A upon B is equal to C upon D. So this is given. Now here first we will use componendo property. We have seen what is componendo, right? So using componendo, what we will get for this, if we use componendo, A plus B upon B is equal to C plus D upon D. Okay. So this equation we will name it as equation 1. We will write the given, and here we will use dividendo. Using dividendo, what we will have for this? A minus B upon B is equal to C minus D upon D. Now this equation we will name it as equation 2. Okay, this is equation 2, this is equation 1. Okay, dividing 1 by 2, this is equation 1, this we will divide by this equation. Okay, A plus B upon B, this is equation 1, we have to divide it by 2. So what is 2? This upon A minus B upon B, which is equal to C plus D upon D upon the right hand side of second equation is C minus D upon D. We have divided this equation 1, this equation by this equation. Now what we will get? Here in the denominator B is there, here also denominator B is there, so both the denominator will get cancelled, and here the denominator is D and here also the denominator is D, so both this will get cancelled, and what will remain here? A plus B upon A minus B. So upon A minus B is equal to, here what is remaining? C plus D. So C plus D upon, here we have C minus D. C minus D. This is what we have to prove here. Okay, we got this answer. Okay, so this is the final answer. So in componendo dividendo, for proving this property, first we have applying componendo and we are naming it 1, then we are using dividendo, we are naming the equation as 2, then we divided 1 by 2, so the common denominators will get cancelled, and finally we are getting the answer. Okay, so this is how you will prove this componendo dividendo property. So we have learned how to prove these properties. In exam, these properties will be useful for solving examples. Okay, now we will see in the next video how to use these properties for solving examples related to equal ratios. So here we end this video. Hope you must have understood this. If you have any doubts in this topic, please write it in the comments. Thank you for watching.